Our next inductee is the leader of Destination Cleveland and the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission. They just call him the king of the world on Euclid Avenue, David Gilbert. He will be inducted by Joe Zimmerman. Of course, Joe is President and CEO of Global Cleveland. Joe.
Good evening, everyone, and I just want to say a moment of personal privilege to my former colleague, Councilman Zone, who was once a councilman, Frank Jackson, Mayor, Lane Griffin, and Tony Brancatelli. Whenever we would get a chance to say something that we wanted to make sure we called out. Dan, you said something earlier about wanting to do something for Debbie and for your mom, and you wanted to create some kind of monument. I think that when I look at these pictures for 15 years and the faces in this room, Debbie is alive and with us right now. You have created this nation. You are that. And I say this to Sister Rita, to the wonderful Imam. Our hearts are a little bit heavy tonight because there's been some loss. John Coyne, who was an honoree, I believe in 2013, passed away last week. We lost Debbie and we lost the Holy Father. But I think that if there's one thing that's true, and if this room tells that story, it's that somewhere in the heavens and the skies, good people are together as they are in this room. The person who I'm going to induct tonight, ironically, has a lot to do with the font on the top of these screens right here. This is Cleveland. If you've seen these fonts, if you've benefited from one of the many, many wonderful groups he's brought in, then tonight the person that you want to thank is none other than Mr. David Gilbert. David is born and bred in this city. He was Cleveland before Cleveland was cool. David is someone who grew up in our community, who knows our community, and who had the chance. He was offered a job by the Rose Bowl and said, "No thanks, I'd rather be here in the land." That's right. And time and again, David did the impossible. He defied the odds. For those of you who saw the article just a few days ago, when he began his job, 34% of our neighbors said, "I wouldn't recommend my hometown to anyone." As a result of his labor and his team, that is now 95% of our community would recommend Cleveland to the world. And that doesn't happen by accident. It happens by somebody who is proud of who he is. His absolutely gorgeous and brilliant wife, Faith, is here. They've raised their kids in Solon. They're an amazing Cleveland story. But I want to tell you a personal story. I had the chance to work with David when he brought different events to Cleveland. And one of them was something that nobody thought we would get. And there's something that weaves in some of the inductees tonight. And when we were trying to get the International Gay Games, they had the choice between the city of Boston, the city of Washington, D.C., and little old Cleveland. And Mayor Frank George Jackson, our 56th mayor, said to the visiting delegates, "You can go to Boston, you can go to Washington, but nobody's going to love you like Cleveland." And who was responsible for making that happen? David Gilbert. So my daughter, who's a big basketball fan, said, "Daddy, can you get tickets to the Woodland Gym?" We went to CSU. We saw some great basketball there in a wonderful place at Cleveland State University. And as we were walking out, one of the players saw me and said, excuse me, do you work for the city of Cleveland?" And any elected official will know, and our county executive, Chris Romaine, will know, you don't really want to be asked if you work for a government when somebody's stopping you on the street. And I said, as a matter of fact, I do. She said, "I want to tell you something. I'm a lawyer. I studied at Stanford. I live in Oakland, California. My home is in San Francisco. I have never been treated by such respect by police officers as they are in Cleveland." And Calvin Williams, our former chief, is here. And she said, "I'm going to tell you something. When I go back home, I'm going to tell them you have something to learn from this city." I remember when the senior games were here, and somebody stopped me and asked me for directions. And I thought, I'm going to ask them how they're doing. And they said, "I want to tell you something. When I was on the RTA bus, somebody asked me where I was from, and they made me feel home." All of that is because because of the architecture of one David Gilbert. He's a lot of things. He's a marathon runner. He's a humble guy. He's an awardee of the Richard Adler Community Leadership Community from the Jewish American community, of which David is one of our leaders and a proud member. But when I think about the children's games, the Pan Am games, the senior games, NCAA wrestling, Cleveland basketball, and all the people's lives he's changed by welcoming them here, I want to quote Senator Corker when he came here to the Republican National Convention and welcomed 84 ambassadors, many of you in this room, Ukraine, Russia, Japan, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia. Your ambassadors were here. And he said this: thank you. Thank you, David Gilbert. Thank you, Destination Cleveland, for the broadness of understanding what having people of different backgrounds and origins means to your community. I want to thank all the ambassadors from 85 nations for paying us such a huge honor and being so interested in what is happening. And I want to commit everything in me to all of you that as the serving chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, I'm going to do everything I can as one senator, a senator who is friends with our late George Voinovich, to do what I can to take the example of Cleveland around the country and make sure that we play the rightful role that we need to play in this world the way that you have done. That doesn't happen by accident. A U.S. senator doesn't come to a city of a major Republican convention with more ambassadors than have ever made it if there isn't somebody who's working day and night to make sure that happens. We have a lot of architects in this room. One of them is Mr. Richard Pogue, who's been so responsible for internationalizing our city. Another are people like Joe Marinucci and David Fleschler. But I want to close with somebody who introduced our mayor, and that was Mr. Albert Ratner, whose mother used to say to him before he went to bed every night, "They drew a line to keep me out. Heretic, rebel, one to flout. Oh, but love and David Gilbert had the wit to win. We drew a circle and brought them in." Ladies and gentlemen, David Gilbert.
Never to follow Joseph.
Never.
Thank you, Joe. That was beautiful, and thank you to my fellow honorees, and thank you, Dan, and to Debbie, who's made her memory be a blessing. I don't like getting awards very much, but this one, when Dan called, was very personal. And as Joe said, I spent so much of my career trying to bring people to Cleveland, and thank you so much to our team that shares this passion with me. Bringing in international groups here, it truly has been a passion. And it goes back, starting in 2000, just after the Sports Commission started. We had been in existence for 6 months. There were 3 of us at the time, little organization. We read an article about an event called the International Children's Games, and it happened to be taking place in Hamilton, Ontario. They've been around for about 25 years, sort of the world's youth Olympics. Had never taken place in North America, and we ended up putting a team together to participate, a baseball team, and that allowed us to bid to try and bring that event to Cleveland. Really didn't know what it would take. Mayor Mike White at the time did a video for us, and we put our best foot forward. We met with the committee, and I think thankfully they really wanted to come to the U.S., and they said before we left, we're coming to Cleveland in 2024. And I remember on the drive back, Rob Marin, two-thirds of our staff in the car, looked at each other and said, "Excuse my language, what the hell did we just get ourselves into?" And not long after that, I walked into the office of Alex Machaski. And he said, "Let's do this." He got it immediately. And honestly, Alex, because of you, it was successful. And so many of the people in this room, it's so cool being here and just seeing Ingrid Bublis and Jim Creation and August Poos, so many others that are here that helped put this together. And learned so much. I have to say what I learned from Alex a lot was drinking Schlivovitz in late at night in Pacha's Greece. But I will tell you that we ended up with the help of so many people on this screen, so many people in this room jumped in, people I didn't know, said, we're going to make this great. And because of those efforts, we had what is still the largest games in the 50-plus year history. We had 123 cities from 50-plus countries here, 3,000 athletes, several thousand other people from around the world, and it still is widely considered probably the best they've ever had, and still talked about as a seminal moment for that worldwide event. And it's because of this community, because we embrace them unlike any other. And I was fortunate enough for the next almost 2 decades to be on the board and executive committee representing our great city. We still take teams every year to participate and take part in that. And I think that event, people ask me, oh, you've had all these events that have come to town. What means the most? That's the one. Because that's what taught me that bringing all these people to town is not just about the dollars they spend. It's about a chance for people to fall in love with our city, and that's what happens. And that's because of the people in this room. You heard every one of these speakers talk about it. So many other major international events follow. Joe mentioned the Gay Games, the Pan Am Masters Games, just here the last summer, first time ever in the United States. And every time, this is no joke. They walk away saying there is something special about this city that we don't feel anywhere else. And every time these meetings, conventions, major events come to Cleveland, it doesn't happen by accident. We're in competition with cities from around the country, around the world. And I think they see our passion and why we want to have them here. But what's amazing is that we chose to go after them, but almost to a person, to an organizing committee, to an event, they walk away feeling something incredibly special about this community. It's just who we are. I just feel like what we have here, we embrace, we appreciate, we celebrate, and it's something that makes this community very different, very unique from other places around the world. I want to thank all of you for making this city so special. Thank you to my beautiful wife who was mentioned for supporting everything I do. I get a ride home now. And no, she is my best friend. And just thank you for thinking of me for this, and thank you for this beautiful community.